This is a story of how I returned to joy from shame. We live in an apartment complex, a housing complex right next to a school. And so often during the pickup school hour, people are parking in our parking spots while they're waiting for their children. This is something that's super frustrating for me. And we got home one day and someone was in our spot. And so we parked down the street. And then I walked up to the car and waited for a bit to see if the person was in the car or was coming or was around. And the man came out with his daughter and they looked so happy. And as they approached the car, I realized, oh, this is the driver. And I said to him, why are you parked in our spot? This is not your spot. Don't you see it's labeled? And he said, I'm sorry. And then I kept asking, no, really, why did you park in our spot? And he really got overwhelmed and he got angry. And he got in the car and drove off, and I felt so much shame. I felt so bad. I felt embarrassed, like I wanted to hide. I was embarrassed about what I had done. This man was so happy with his child, and then I ruined his moment and maybe ruined his day. And that is not the kind of behavior to which God has called me. And that's not who I am. And so I was feeling quite a bit of shame. And I couldn't really make eye contact, and I didn't really want to tell my husband or my kids what had just happened. So I realized I was feeling shame, and I took some deep breaths, and I realized, yeah, that was not good behavior. And so I repented. I told God, I'm sorry for what I did. I did not treat this man, your child, someone you created, with honor and respect. And then I blessed him, and I prayed for this man, and I prayed for his daughter, and I asked God to really bless them. And then I went downstairs, and I told my husband and my kids the story. I told them what had happened and how I was feeling, and their responses spoke forgiveness over me. And I was glad to be with God and my husband and my kids, and that helped me return to joy. I felt lighter. I was able to forgive myself and receive God's forgiveness, and decided if I ever see that man again, I'm going to say I'm sorry. And when people are parked in our parking spot, I'm going to be more gracious. And all of that helped me return to joy.